curious and wanted to be able to give back to our community. So we thought, what a better way than to do a charity car show.
Back in 2005, Cars for Cancer began at St. Thomas Church in Muskegon.
And it started out at 250 cars and now has grown to near 1,000 every year.
Now at the Lakes Mall on Harvey Street, you can find live entertainment, a car cruise, and prizes and auctions provided by local businesses.
On Sunday night, and literally there will be thousands of people lining that route, just supporting the Cars for Cancer cause. So it's really that enthusiasm that keeps us going.
They say everyone has been touched by cancer in some way, and each year all the money raised is given to the Trinity Health Johnson Family Cancer Center, supporting local families so they can receive treatment in their own community.
You don't think of it as an ultimate total. There is no end goal for us. It's always just, if we can raise a few dollars more than last year, we're happy with that.
But generosity goes a long way, and you never know how far it may reach.
There's also been memorial funds set up where Cars for Cancer is a recipient of that. Whether it's past participants who have passed or their families were heavily into promoting cancer research and treatment, or they just loved the show. We started out as just a bunch of car guys getting together and doing the little bit that we can, and it's kind of snowballed into a whole community event.
2 people are expected to survive after being shot near a Grand Rapids bar overnight. Police say they were in the area of South Division near the Metro bar when they heard gunshots just before 2 a.m. When they investigated, they found a woman shot in the lower back. She was rushed to the hospital, all while later a man showed up at the hospital with a gunshot wound as well. He was in the same area. It's not known what their relationship is, if anything, or how they're tied to the shooting. There have been no arrests. Silver Lake is opening up its beaches for horseback riding. ORV season is ending at Silver Lake. The DNR is offering horseback riders the opportunity to ride along the sandy shoreline. Horseback riding season starts November 1st. Registration opens at 8 a.m. tomorrow. There is a $10 per horse per day registration fee. For those looking to spend the weekend outdoors, there's a new exciting amenity at Grand Rapids Parks, Wi-Fi. The service expanded from 10 to 35 parks. Parks with free Wi-Fi now include Briggs, Hartside, and Riverside. City officials say it's about getting people outside.
Mansion was just a natural progression of taking people out of potentially a home office where they saw 4 walls and giving them the opportunity to enjoy nature while working. Could potentially be having a little bit of social aspect to it.
City officials say if their service gets used often, it could expand to 15 more parks. You can find a full list of parks with Wi-Fi on the Grand Rapids Park and Recreation Facebook page. A family-owned popcorn business is partnering with West Michigan-based Gordon Food Service. The family-owned company, Robinson's Popcorn, started 6 years ago. The business moved to Holland in 2022. Not only does Robinson's Popcorn sell directly to people, but they have now started selling to companies like the West Michigan Whitecaps, Trinity Health, and Corewell Health.
I think that working with the family has been amazing. Being the first generation to do it, and out of my generation, it makes me feel good to see my family have such an opportunity to see what is possible and that they can do anything they want, even if they don't want to do popcorn, that there's no limits to what they can do in life.
There are more than 70 different flavors to choose from, including cheese, jalapeno, and maple habanero. There are plans in the works right now to open another location in Grand Rapids. A fan favorite festival continues in Muskegon today. The 9th annual Polish Harvest Festival kicked off yesterday at Hackley Park. Last year, more than 7,000 people attended the 2-day festival. And organizers say they're hoping even more come out this year. Today, you can check out history tents, vendors selling Polish pottery, apparel, and of course, food. There will also be a cookbook author doing a cooking demonstration.
Those Sunday dinners at Grandma Bush's don't happen anymore. So we want to give people a taste of their heritage, a day to spend with their heritage, with the music and the food and Polish beer, and it brings back memories.
Tickets are $10 for people over 21. Under 21 get in for free. It ends at 10 p.m. today. Well, Amber, for those going to the Polish Festival today, they got great weather.
It was definitely a very nice day for us, a great way to kick off the holiday weekend. Lots of sunshine, temperatures that were close to about 80 degrees. Humidity has continued to fall throughout the day, and thankfully that same trend is heading into tomorrow. We're also cooling down heading into tomorrow. 13 weather ball blue, cooler in view as we continue to see temperatures falling largely into the 70s tomorrow. Today, many of us were still topping out close to about 80 degrees, lower 80s, which is exactly where we expected to be. Well, that puts our accuracy streak now at 46 days. So still expecting temperatures that are warm tomorrow, but more of a Goldilocks type of day for us. Not too warm, not too cold. We're going to continue to see temperatures topping out tomorrow close to about 75, 76 degrees. So sunny 75 as we're heading into our Sunday, and dew points, those continue to fall as well. So we're just going to be feeling more and more comfortable getting into Sunday. A lot of our dew points that are back down in the 50s, but possibly even the 40s as we're heading into Sunday evening as well as into Monday. Monday is still going to be warm, very pleasant and comfortable for us though as we continue to see those temperatures in the 70s with low humidity. It's going to be breezy tomorrow, though. Sunday does continue to bring us some wind gusts that are close to about 25 miles an hour, especially early in the day, but throughout the afternoon, still expecting it to be fairly breezy out there. Now, with these breezy winds, that will be picking up some waves on Lake Michigan, so anticipating some dangerous swimming conditions as we're heading into our Sunday. If you're planning on a beach day, it's going to be a much better type of day to be spending on the sand instead. As far as waves go, we'll continue to see those picking up from about 2 feet tonight up to about 4 to 5 feet by the time that we're waking up early tomorrow morning. Now Sunday, it's going to be wavy. We even have a beach hazard statement out for all West Michigan beaches along Lake Michigan. We'll also continue to see some areas that could get waves up to about 7 to 8 feet as we're heading into the afternoon. It's going to be a very nice day to be spending some time outside. In the water, though, not so much. It's still going to be a little bit dangerous for us, but thankfully that's not lasting throughout the entire holiday weekend. Into Monday, waves calm down significantly, close to about 1 to 2 foot waves for our Monday. Sunny and 75, some very beautiful conditions over these next couple of days. Tuesday, warming up a little bit, back in the upper 70s, but still low humidity. Waves still going to be nice and low. So if you have an extended holiday weekend, Tuesday also looking to be a nice beach day for us. Now, as far as dew points go, those continue to fall. So tomorrow, already looking at dew points in the 50s, possibly even the 40s in some areas. And once we get rid of the humidity, we're going to be keeping it away for quite a while. Heading into the upcoming work week, still some less humid conditions. We do see a little bit of humidity returning as we're heading into Thursday and Friday. And that's because that's when we start to see our next rain chance. It's not necessarily widespread, but it still is a possibility that we could get some showers as we're heading into Friday. Now past that though, we continue to see our rain chances all the way back down. Next weekend looking dry for us once again, and same thing as we're heading into the following week. Now that's what we're expecting as we get into the end of the upcoming work week, but what are we expecting for tonight? Clear skies with temperatures falling down close to about 60 degrees, possibly even a couple of upper 50s. That's definitely a possibility. This is a look along the lake shore. Breezes out of the southwest around 7 to 14 miles an hour. A little bit breezy overnight, and we'll continue to see those breezes picking up even more so heading into tomorrow. Our northern zone looking at the upper 50s, close to 60 degrees with those clear skies, and closer to Grand Rapids, still close to about 60 degrees waking up tomorrow morning with clear skies and a little bit of a breeze. Your 13 on your side, 7-day forecast. Couple of 70s over the next couple of days, staying breezy for Sunday. Lots of sunshine though, just over the next few days as well. So very beautiful, very pleasant forecast ahead of us. Not too hot, not too cold. We're going to be in the lower 80s for Wednesday and Thursday before we start to see some of that rain returning. Some rain chances as we're heading into mainly Friday morning. And then it looks like we'll be dry and much cooler by next weekend.
The 13 on your side weather ball, sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse.
Week 1 of college football continues, and tonight we go to Ann Arbor. Number 9 Michigan opening its season against Fresno State as its national title defense begins. And our very own Jacob Seuss is at Michigan Stadium ahead of tonight's game.
Tonight, Michigan will play its third game in the calendar year. The first, a Rose Bowl victory. The second, a national championship. And tonight, the beginning of that title defense. But when the Wolverines take the field here at the Big House against Fresno State, they'll certainly look a whole lot different than they did back in January. It's the beginning of the Sharon Moore era, and he takes over a group that lost a program record number of players to the NFL draft. Alex Orji or David Warren? That is the question at quarterback, but of course there's a chance that both guys see a good amount of the snaps. Even as the defending champs, Michigan was picked to finish 4th in the Big Ten this season, and this group looks to once again prove people wrong in 2024.
Our guys we got a really mature culture, and obviously the past 3 years we've done what we've done, but I think it's all about really today. Like, you can't be worried about 2 or 3 days from now, because then you're going to lose today. So you've got to get the advantage today on what you can do to get better. And we know they're a good football team. Last year they went to Purdue the first game of the year and beat them at their place. So there's no cakewalks anymore in college football. So whoever you play, you got to be ready to go.
And ESPN also announcing today that College Game Day will be right here in Ann Arbor next Saturday when the Wolverines host the Texas Longhorns. But first things first, they have to take care of business against the Bulldogs. But for now at Michigan Stadium, Jacob Seuss, 13 on Your Side Sports.
Thank you, Jacob. We'll have highlights at 11. Meanwhile, we've got a top 5 showdown in Division II. Number 4 Ferris State in Kansas to take on number 5 Pittsburgh State. The Bulldogs, in their three-peat bid, fell short last season. Ferris falling in the first round of the D2 playoffs to its rival, Grand Valley State. But despite the disappointing finish, the Bulldogs were picked to finish first in the GLIAC in the preseason media poll. And in 2024, the Bulldogs know they have a target on their backs.
Been a part of it here, seen it work, seen it not work. So we're just going to do whatever it takes to win. I don't think there's really a yes or no or what's better, what's not. You go back to the years of Tim Tebow and Chris Leak, worked out pretty well for them. But there's teams that have done it and haven't worked out well, so we'll just figure out what's our best formula to win.
Well, that was another Michigan soundbite from head coach Sharon Moore talking about the quarterback matchup tonight. We're going to see Alex Orji or maybe Davis. It depends on how the game is going, I guess. But we'll get a good look at both quarterbacks most likely.
I know a lot of Michigan fans are very excited for this season.
Oh, it's going to be a pumped up season. New teams in the Big Ten, bigger chance at Michigan making the playoff. There's a lot of storylines going into it.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe football's already back, everyone.
Exciting.
Exciting. That's all we have for the early edition of 13 on Your Side. We'll have more after the game.